If you're trying to increase your speed this year, this is your sign to start implementing some plyometrics exercises into your strength routine. Plyometrics can be thought of as jumping exercises. So if you think of jumping rope, if you think of jumping in place, single leg jumps in place, box jumps, those all are counted as plyometric exercises. I'm going to show you 5 of my favorite plyometric exercises, but first I want to show you some research to show you why plyometrics actually helps you increase your speed. And that's because it helps increase your running economy, which plays into your running performance. There's 2 types of plyometric exercises that I like to categorize. The first is more of like a tempo plyometric movement. This could be like jumping in place. This could be jumping rope. This could be single leg jumps in place. The next would be more of your power exercises. This would be your box jumps. This would be your broad jumps, where you have to produce power to achieve your goal. And in this case, it's usually jumping onto a higher box or jumping out further to achieve that goal. Now, both of these help improve your speed, but let's break it down. Plyometric exercises that are more of like that tempo jumping, they help to improve Achilles stiffness. Achilles stiffness is basically if we're running and we're running at a faster pace, we don't want our Achilles that attaches into our heel to just collapse every time we're putting weight through it. We want it to have a little bit of stiffness so it can load up more power and then help you explode with that momentum going forward. Now, if we're working on these rhythmic jumps, we're working on these tempo jumps, that's going to help with your Achilles stiffness. If we're working on more of the power plyometric exercises, we're working on developing more force. So that's why you always want to push yourself with trying to jump on a higher box jump, trying to jump a little bit further with every broad jump. If we can develop more force into the ground when we're running, we'll be able to come off the ground with more force, which will help us develop more speed. So now that I've explained it, let's go through 5 of my favorite plyometric movements that you can add to your strength workouts. It's important to note whenever you're doing exercises where you want to develop more power, you want to do lower reps. And if you're holding a weight, you want to do higher weight. So lower reps with the broad jump to jump squat. But the next exercise, we're going to do higher reps because it's more of that tempo rhythmic jump. As you start to improve and you can get better at that exercise, you can progress it by either jumping more laterally in between each hop, or you can pretend like you're jumping over a log so you can start to get some height. Either one is going to help progress that exercise. We are only a couple exercises in and I'm already sweating because plyometrics are hard. And if you're ready to take your running to the next level, you're ready to get stronger, you're ready to build more power, build more speed, I encourage you to go through the Runner's Complete program. This is a full body strength and mobility and power program. As a physical therapist, I was able to look at movement patterns that injured runners had and non-injured runners had. And I took the difference in the movement patterns and was able to create an injury prevention program that is also a full body strength program. And that is how the Runner's Complete program came about. If you're interested in running stronger this year, you want to run faster, you have goals to hit, I encourage you to check it out. I will link it all below if you're ready to get started. As a runner, you should always be working on that single leg control, single leg power, and this exercise is a great example of both. We're going into a single leg skater jump. So if you know what a skater squat is, you're basically standing on one leg, you're bringing your arms forward as the other leg goes back into a single leg squat like this. You want to make sure that your knee stays tracked over your second toe and your knee is not caving in, it's not wobbling, and your pelvis is not dropping. That is very, very important before we start to add in more power, because you don't want to add power to a really sloppy foundation. All right, last exercise, we have single leg bounds. The sweat is dripping off of me, and for this exercise, you do need a little bit of space, so let's get started. Make sure you save this video, bookmark it for your next strength workout so you can keep working on your power, keep working on your plyometrics, that Achilles stiffness, generating more force so you can become a stronger and faster runner this year.